We were very excited when we found a home church that is close to where we live, so the local church, and we felt God calling us to be part of a community of believers that would serve and care for the people in around where we live. So that was exciting, and we wanted to see our family grow and pitch in to have a heart for people around us. And there was growing pains in transitioning churches, but fast forward 9 years later, we see our both our kids, they're 16 and 10, sharing their testimony in Kenya on a missions trip. That was a very good demonstration of God's love and His work in our lives, and we thank God for that.
God is really amazing, and we've grown in the Well Church because of the community of our pastors. Just being able to, like Calvin said, in Kenya, when we were thinking about going on the mission trip, we had some barriers in thinking, should we go? We're super busy, it costs a lot of money. And yet God nudged us towards that. And then people prayed for us. And even when we were going on the mission trip, we had some barriers. And for example, our dog sitter bailed on us, but luckily people at our church, Andy and Becca, helped us and watched our dogs while we were going to Kenya. With work, I had to work till 3 a.m. the night before to be able to make that flight to Kenya. And God put those barriers in, who knows? But yet, once we got there, we just felt how God meant for us to be there, our family, and then just being able to worship together with the Well Church team, as well as learning more about the Kenyan ministry. That was pretty amazing, and all because of just who God is and how He's brought people together at this church too, as well.
I think it's kind of exciting to see what God will do in this church. It's God's blessing to provide a permanent space, so it's a sense of realness for the church, and it's also a calling to sort of roll out our sleeves and go out and share among the city in the city and just caring for the people, and just exciting to see what God will do.
I agree. It's just as Matt has shared a lot in terms of how God brought to this church within our midst. I mean, the path that we've taken now that we are finally going to be here at this church, it's just amazing. God is amazing. And I just can't imagine what more He can do. And He is going to do more at this church home. In terms of, I'm on the welcome team and just being a part of, I hope and pray that we will be able to welcome a lot of people here, whether they've gone to church for the first time, whether they've gone to church for many years. Just a place where people can know who God is and His greatness as well.